Okay. All right. So we're going to do this real quick, this love reading for all signs this week. So we're going to look at the astrology first and let you know what's happening for each day, and how that's going to apply to the energies that you're going to be feeling. All right. So, we had the Triforce had to reschedule our live till next week because we're like really busy right now. I know there's some appointments that got rearranged for today, unfortunately for you guys, but not for them, of course. But so we're gonna do that. Some people are like super busy right now, so we're gonna do that for next week instead, you guys. So if you purchased it, we're gonna do something special for you guys for waiting because you guys purchased. Okay, so let's look at the astrology for this week. So starting today, we got, of course, it just like we're still in Gemini, but we're already feeling the different energy coming in from Cancer, kind of like a roller coaster feeling. That's how I feel, at least emotionally speaking. Then we got on the 18th, Mercury turns retrograde in Cancer. Oh my God. So I'm gonna look at this real quick. Okay. So it's going to be retrograde for 3 weeks until July 12th. All right. So be ready for that. What I always recommend people when it comes into like Mercury going into retrograde, just go with the flow, dude. Like, just go with it. Like, I know there's going to be some things that you want to plan and they might fall through. Just know that there's a different way of looking at these things. Like, say the universe is telling you, like, kind of like, okay, this is a way that you're used to planning things. Maybe now we're going to look at a different way of doing it. Okay. So that's what I usually see it as, like the little hiccups that we get during Mercury retrograde when it comes to these things. Let's see. So next is, all right, so on the 20th, that's when the sun enters Cancer. So if you're already feeling the emotions, kind of like emotional roller coaster, that's because the sun's entering Cancer. So it's going to feel like that for a while. And then because we have the new moon right after that in Cancer as well, so we're gonna feel it big time, and there's gonna be a solar eclipse to top it off. So usually people say if there's any type of eclipse that you feel the energy like 4 days or 5 days. So if it's depending on how sensitive you are, I already feel it. I already feel the freaking energy, and it hasn't even started yet, you know? And so it says like 4 to 5 days prior to the damn eclipse, and then after the same amount, 4 to 5 days. So it's a solar eclipse. It's, you know, like we're thinking about the moon, and the moon is, you know, in Cancer, and we're thinking about Cancer. What does that represent? And the moon represents the shadow aspects, right? It represents the feminine, the hidden wisdom, the intuition, the shadows. Okay. So it does represent that. And then the opposite is the sun. The sun represents the masculine principle. It represents action, fortitude, empowerment, and power. Okay. And so that being said, there's going to be a need for us to balance these things and have patience with ourselves as well as other people, especially because of Mercury going into retrograde. We have to really, really dig deep and have patience. Okay. So that's what I have for you guys for the astrology. So let's go ahead and move on. So we're going to start with the earth signs first. I'm going to pull a card for the energy of the week for the earth signs. So I'm going to do that first, and then we're going to do the other. We're going to do Taurus, then we're going to do Capricorn, and then finally Virgo. Okay, so let's see what energies for this week. And let's see what we get for Taurus first. Taurus. Okay, this one. And then next for Capricorn. Whoa. All right. And then finally Virgo. You guys are going to have a good week this week, even though it's going to be full of emotions. But because you're going to be feeling that Cancer Sun energy, you're going to feel right at home. Okay. All right. So you guys, for the energy for this week, you guys got the High Priestess. Okay. So this is all about exploring the feminine. All right. So it's perfect energy for what you're going to be feeling with the transition of the sun going into Cancer. Okay. Going into a feminine sign. You're also going to feel the magic of the feminine, of nurturing, of creation, as well as wanting to stabilize the home, wanting to have it more loving, compassionate energy, things like that. Okay. But because the High Priestess is in play, the High Priestess is the revealer of the divine wisdom, of psychic insights and psychic sight. Okay. And especially valuable information that you are ready to receive this week. Okay. Earth signs. So let's see, Taurus, you got the Queen of Raphael. So here's another energy that's, I always look at the Queen of Raphael as being connected to the sign of Cancer too. So this energy is coming in for you in the romantic sense so that you can be kinder and more understanding. If you're with someone, be more vulnerable, I guess you could say, open yourself up to just sharing who you are at an emotional level. Okay, Taurus. And it feels like there's always going to be like this feedback that you're going to receive from your lover as, being very generous and understanding, especially because you are as well, Taurus. And there's going to be a lot of just good, loving communication between you two. So a lot of physical activity, but also a lot of nurturing. Okay, a lot of nurturing of your soul, of the love bond between you two. Okay, so this is going to be a beautiful energy for this week for you, Taurus. And because you got two water energies, or two representatives of the feminine, you're definitely going to feel more deeply, like emotion wise. Okay, you're going to feel things more emotionally as well as intuitively. Okay, so this is going to be pretty cool for you, Taurus. And if you are a single Taurus, then you're going to do the same thing is going to happen, where you're going to connect at a deeper level, at an emotional level, with someone new, or someone that you've been talking to for a while. Like you guys are just going to open up to each other, talking about your past as well as possible future together. Okay, so that's going to be beautiful. So next we got is Capricorn. So this is the 6 of aerial Capricorn. Of course, money. Of course, money, Capricorn. Well, this is in the sense of like all of the material needs that you've been wanting and you've been working so hard towards are going to be fulfilled. Okay. There's going to be unexpected windfall of money, I guess you could say, or even when you look at material needs in the sense of like love. Okay. So divine partnership is going to happen for you, Capricorn. You're going to see all the acts of kindness that you've given to people, like that you've already helped so many people. The universe is going to return that to you through this partnership. Okay, this partner is going to definitely be very loving and nurturing, but also very stable in their love for you. Okay, and their support for you. Okay, as you create that empire that you've wanted to create for a very long time. All right, so this applies for both Capricorns who are in a relationship and out of a relationship, or who are single. Okay, it feels like there's definitely some unexpected energy coming in that's going to make you feel like you could take on the world with whoever it is that you are attracting. Okay, so very much you're going to be in the energy of gratitude. Okay, in this week, and because it has the influence of the High Priestess, there's going to be a lot of movement in the way that you manifest as well. okay? Manifesting this love relationship into reality, as well as, if you are with someone right now, manifesting that love relationship into a more higher level of connection, a soulful level of connection, okay? So next one is for Virgo. You got the Two of Raphael, which is the Two of Cups, which is similar to the Lover's card. So you guys, Earth signs are going to have it good this week. Earth signs are going to have it really good this week, you guys. This is good. This is a good thing. All right. So Virgo, man, you're finding someone who is a kindred spirit, just like you. It feels like this person has the same ideals, but they also feel like they're really dedicated to fulfilling your needs, emotionally speaking, as well as physically. So it feels like this can be like someone who is really idealistic as a romantic partner, who is going to go out of their way to make you happy, make you smile, charm you. Okay. So this is definitely like a heart connection as well as a soul connection. It feels like this partner is going to be 110% in with you. Okay, Virgo. And if you are with someone right now, Virgo, it feels like your relationship is going to go to the next level in the way that it's going to fulfill your needs in every way, Virgo. I know you don't like talking about yourself and you like to be in the background and and like assisting where you can. But the partner is going to turn that around and they're going to be like, what can I do for you? How can I make you happy? All right. So this is going to be awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And because the High Priestess is involved, you guys are going to uncover a lot of things about each other that you didn't even know. Okay. And it's going to be a positive thing, though. It's going to make for a deeper connection. All right. So that's all I have for you, Earth signs. Next is going to be water signs. All right, water signs. Let's see what you have for this week's energy. Because of our transition from Gemini into Cancer, let's see what we got for you, water signs. This is usually an intense time for water signs, but they're used to intensity, so they'll thrive during this time. All right, let's see. Woo! Okay. We got the Star. And then we're going to go ahead and pull a card for Scorpio, then Cancer, and then Pisces. Scorpio. Whoop, Cancer. Whoop, Pisces. All right. So you guys got the Star for this week's energy. So the Star usually represents, especially in a romantic relationship, all the hopes and dreams that you have had regarding your perfect partnership. Okay. So all of the wishes coming true, like, you guys are saps for romantic stories and happy endings. So all of that rolled into one partner. Okay. So it also is an end of like any type of difficulty when it comes to love relationships, because you finally found someone who definitely understands you at the level that you want them to. Okay. So especially in the emotional aspect of yourselves, that can be very complex for a lot of people who are not emotionally mature. Okay. So Scorpio, you got the 10 of Gabriel. So this is the 10 of Wands. And so this one is all about, making things work out for the better, especially with your relationship. It feels like there's a lot of things that you've done for the relationship, and now your partner is like, let's go ahead and distribute the work equally. Okay, like they want to step it up, they want to make you happy, they want to make you feel like you are loved. Okay. And so a lot of the things like I'm feeling is that, like, Scorpio, you took on a lot of things when it came to the household, as well as when it came to making money. And because you're just like, you just wanted your partner to concentrate on whatever it is that they made them happy. And then of course, if you are a Scorpio man, you most likely wanted your partner to stay at home and, you know, like take care of like the stuff that needs to be taken care of at home, or maybe they have their own, you know, business or whatever. But it feels like there's going to be an equal amount of responsibility that's going to be shared, because it feels like you, Scorpio, are finally telling them exactly what you expect. Okay. So you're finally saying, okay, you know, I really want help with this. And this is really hard for Scorpios to do because they usually like to take on everything, and they usually do a really good job at it. That's why they do it. So so now they're like, okay, I'm really got to be honest, and I'm going to tell my partner exactly what I need and require of them. And so that's a good plan, Scorpio. Okay, because how are they going to know what you need if you don't say it, right? So that's what I feel for Scorpio. And then for Scorpios who are single, the same thing. You're going to find someone who is as equally determined and has the same type of belief system, as well as like wants things to be equal between you two in a relationship. Okay, so they'll do their part to you know, balance it out. Okay, so that's what I have for Scorpio. And then we have Cancer. So you got the Teal Raphael Cancer, so the Lovers card, pretty much, Two of Cups. So for a Cancer who is single, so you're going to finally find someone who is definitely ready for a relationship. Cancer is definitely ready for commitment. It's going to be someone you least expect. You know, it's like, it's not like you don't know them. It's more like the personality type. Okay. It's going to be a different type of personality that you're not used to, or you're not used to attracting. Okay, Cancer. So just be ready for that. Be open. Be open for that. Okay. Because remember, you wish for this person to come in finally, Cancer, to just come in and give you the love that you deserve. Okay. Because you've been giving so much love out to the universe, to humanity, etc. Okay. So this is what this person is bringing you that bucket full of love back to you. Okay. If you are with someone, Cancer, it's going to feel like everything that you wish for in a partner, or you wish that your partner would be more open about, they're really going to start to let you in. Okay. It feels like there's like for those Cancers who are with someone, it feels like there has been a great it's not like like it is kind of like a tug of war, I would say, like a tug of war of energies. Like you're just like really open about your emotions and your feelings, and your partner's just like, it's kind of like that. But now you're going to see a change in their dynamic and the way that they are towards you, and they're going to be more open. They're going to be more they're going to want to discuss their feelings more. Okay, and that's something really positive for you, Cancer, because you're just like, wow, I finally broke through. So all that wishing on the wishing star to have your partner allow you in so that you can have a deeper connection is finally paying off. Okay, Cancer. So the next one is for Pisces. So Pisces, you got the Eight of Raphael. So this is the Eight of Cups. So Pisces, this is about like kind of like making a choice. Okay, this seems to be something that you're looking at, but there's options as well. Okay, so don't deny the other options because you're so transfixed on one thing. Okay, so this is applicable to a relationship for those Pisces who are single and who are transfixed on that one person. You have like all of these other people available. Okay, like just because you're trying to mend things with this one person doesn't mean that you should shut everything else off, because there's a possibility of making friendships too, not just romantic affiliations, possibly to making friendships with these people and learning from them. Okay, but you have to definitely choose to listen to your intuition, to listen to those red flags. By saying, I know it's really hard to do when it comes to people, because you are definitely a very devoted person. If you set your mind to someone, it's like that's it. No one else exists. But because the universe is asking you to really look at this person, and if there's any red flags or if there's any doubt within you and your intuition about this person, then listen to that, because you are very sensitive when it comes to intuition. So don't deny that red flag, or that little voice is saying like, hey, there's somebody better. Okay. So I would say definitely do that. Definitely know that there's possibility that there's someone better. Okay. If you're in a relationship, Pisces, this card is asking you to analyze it a little bit. Okay. Analyze your emotions, how you feel about the relationship. Okay. Is it something that you've always wished for? Like Pisces, you guys are hopeless romantics. Is it like that? Has this sizzle fizzled? Like you got to ask yourself these questions. Okay. You got to be honest with yourself, because even the star, even though you're wishing on the best outcome ever, if the best outcome ever for your relationship means for you to let him go and move on, then that's the best outcome ever. Okay. So remember, you're the one placing the energy into the universe. If you're not happy with something, then it's your choice that you can, analyze this and see, what's the benefits of staying with someone like this, or have you grown already from the situation and it's a time for you to move on. Okay, Pisces. So this is something that you should explore. You should definitely trust yourself with this. Okay. Don't feel like you have to be loyal to someone that is not making you happy. All right, Pisces, you got to be honest with yourself. All right, so that's what I have for you, water signs. So next we're going to do fire signs. Let's see. Fire signs. Let's see what we have for this coming week. All right. Okay, fire signs, and we're gonna get Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Let's see, Leo. Whoa. And Aries. Jeez, you guys are not patient. And then Sagittarius. They're like, hurry up, we've been waiting. All right, here we go. So you got the wheel, okay? You got the wheel. So the Wheel of Fortune, all right? So what I'm seeing here is an ending of a chapter. Energy has ended, has subsided, especially when it, like, something concluded, especially when it came to relationships with, like, romantic partnerships. Like, it feels like you ended a toxic cycle, fire signs. It feels like changes are coming, and they're coming quick when it comes to romantic relationships. If you were working towards healing certain aspects of yourself when it came to the way that you perceive romance and your ideals, the past pain and suffering that you had to deal with, and heal, it feels like you finally transmuted a lot of those things, and now you're getting, like, these messages from people of potential partners. It feels like it's for fire signs who are single, but it can be a possibility that it's for fire signs who are soon to be single as well. Okay, like, your guys are getting, like, hit up, like, you're getting, like, these people are like, hey girl, or hey guy, presenting themselves to you, so that you can see. It's kind of like a little bit of an ego boost, but it's also materializing because you guys are ready for that. You guys are ready to step into a relationship, okay? And so that's what I'm feeling for the wheel. It's like things that you've been through with relationships, those cycles have ended because you've worked on that. And now this is offering a new direction or a new relationship, okay? So here we go. We have Leo. You got the Queen of Gabriel. So the Queen of Gabriel is the Queen of Wands energy. So you are definitely in the fire feminine energy right now, Leo, even if you're masculine. Okay. So you're attracting because of your charisma, your self-confidence, your personality, your outgoingness, you know, and because you're intelligent and independent, especially very charming individual, Leo. So you're pretty much attracting a lot of people. Okay. And so that's what I'm saying. Like this wheel of fortune is like fortune's for love. All right. So you can do anything right now. You can choose anything and nothing is the wrong choice, Leo. Okay. You have the ability to attract the right people into your circle, especially when it comes to romantic partnerships. You have the ability to attract, you know, the right ones, pretty much like soulmates type of level, type of relationships. And so this is for those who are single or ready to become single soon. For those Leos who are currently in a relationship, it feels like you are definitely reigniting that passion. Okay, you're definitely going out of your way to just change things, the trajectory of your relationship into something more pure, or something that you guys have been both trying to work on together. It feels like this is definitely a team effort towards the goal of making things perfect in your relationship. I also feel like you guys are ready to take action on something that you have been wanting to do for a very, very long time. Possibility creating an actual, you know, home or family, expanding the family, making babies, you know, things like that, or even going into business or funding something together. Like it feels like it's definitely like a material thing that's gonna manifest itself soon. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Leos. So next we have is Aries. So you have the 5 of Raphael. So this is the 5 of Cups. So this is all about, it's kind of like, don't be hung up on the past, Aries. Okay. And yes, everybody says this, everything happens for a reason, you know, but for real, like the reason why, you know, things didn't work out in the past with past relationships is because, you know, one or two things, either, you know, this is something that you had to learn about yourself, or you were just not ready. You know, you were just not ready for it, or maybe they were just not ready for you, you know. And so it's just a number of possibilities as to why things didn't work out. So the 5 of Raphael is asking you to, you know, like, even though things are being, you know, like, or things fell through, plans fell through, there's still a way to maneuver your energy to create a new path. Okay, to seek a new way of being, or to seek a new way of you know, working with someone who's going to be a potential romantic partner. Okay, Aries. So I feel like even though you know, past, you know, there's a past of suffering, you're definitely ready to embrace and, well, release first, and then embrace the possibility of having someone coming in soon. Okay, so again, because the Wheel of Fortune says, you know, you already worked through all the things that you need to work through, so you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. Don't hesitate. It feels like this card also represents hesitation in a way of like, you don't know if you're ready emotionally for that yet. And there's nothing wrong with not being ready emotionally. You know, there's nothing wrong with not being ready at all. Like, it's just about searching your feelings. Like, are you going to dismiss the advances? Are you like, say, okay, scenario time, right? So say you've got to meet someone who's really good looking, and they start being like, when they're talking to you, it's like you've known them your entire life. Are you gonna be dismissive of that, or are you gonna allow yourself to embrace it? Okay, that's what this is all about. Like what are you gonna do? Okay, especially if you be confronted with that scenario. I would like to see Aries walk away from that, because I'm pretty sure that you guys won't. So anyway, for Aries who are in a relationship, it's time for forgiveness. Okay, possibly that your partner might have, like insulted you in some way. Maybe you got upset with them over something from way back when. So it's time for you to forgive and not forget, but forgive and move on. And try to work on it. Okay. If you are not willing to work on it and you just want to take off and whatever else, then that's your choice. But it doesn't hurt to try to like sit with yourself and see what feels good. Okay. What feels good for you? Do you need to stay and work things out, learn to forgive, or do you want to just move on with your life? So the wheel is giving you the opportunity for a new beginning. Okay. So it's your choice. Either take that road or not. It's your choice, Aries. Okay. So that's what I have for Aries. Next one is the Four of Michael, and this is for Sagittarius. So the 4 is a 4 of Swords. So this is all about resting. Okay. Resting, meditating, allowing yourself to just go with the flow, as well as a need for you to take some time off for some sleep or to de-stress. When it comes to relationships, this is kind of like saying, take a break. Like if you're still single, Sagittarius, and you've been on the dating scene, like on and off or whatever, and you still aren't happy with what you are getting or what you're not getting or what you're not attracting, then take a little break. You don't need a date. You don't really need to date anybody. Like, it's okay to be by yourself, and just take a break, take a vacation, take some time away. Okay. It feels like it's time for travel. Okay, Sagittarius, possibly it's because you might meet somebody fun when you travel. You never know. The wheel is saying there's a possibility that there's going to be a new adventure around the corner, maybe a new romantic affiliation if you do decide to take your time and travel the world. Okay. If you are in a relationship, Sagittarius, it's time for you to take a little break, possibly just to reassess the relationship. It feels like there's an opportunity for rest for you because you need it. Sometimes it feels like you're being consumed by your partner, like possibly a lot of demands on your time. And you like to, when Sagittarius has too much demands on their energy, they tend to rebel a little bit. So what this is giving you the opportunity is to just take a little bit of maybe a weekend off, right? Just tell your partner, hey man, I gotta go to the spa. like even if you're a guy, go on a spa like weekend or something. I don't know, like whatever is available. Go fishing. I don't know. It just feels like it's time for you to be by yourself and to just de-stress and unwind. Okay. And so the wheel is like, yeah, this is a new energy coming in. It's something that you need to do for yourself. And then so that you can know like you're recharged and ready to take on the world again, Sagittarius, and especially with your relationship. Okay. So that's what I have for the fire signs. Next and final are the air signs. So we're gonna, you're welcome, Mahala. We're gonna go ahead and pull an energy card for the week for the air signs. Let's see. Ooh. What are you guys gonna be up to this week, air signs? A bunch of mischievous children. Just kidding. All right, let's see. We're going to do Aquarius first, then it's going to be Libra, and then Gemini. Man, Aquarius. Why Aquarius always got the good cards, I swear, like every single time with romance. All right, let's see. Libra. Ooh, Libra. And then finally, Gemini. Ooh, Gemini. All right, you guys got the good cards this week. Nice. It's only us fire signs that are like gonna suffer. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. So the energy of the week is the High Priestess. So for this one in particular, you're going to definitely feel that shift in Cancer. Okay. It's going to be more like a shift in energy in the mental body for you guys. What I'm seeing is like your heightened psychic abilities, especially when it comes to receiving information. It's going to be like wild for you guys. You're going to receive way more information about what's happening around you. A lot of information is going to be distributed. Like you're going to share this information as well. And then it's going to be like shared with your partners. And possibly you're going to attract, if you're single, you're going to attract like-minded individuals who you're going to be able to vibe with and have like a fling with. Like I'm keep seeing flings for you air signs. But you're also going to attract, especially for you air signs that want to have like settle down, you're definitely going to attract someone who is definitely worth the wait pretty much. Okay. So this is definitely some type of manifestation that's going to happen for you guys. That's really going to be putting you guys out there for the world to see you because of your high intellect as well as your heightened intuition. And that's going to attract like romantic partner possibilities and things like that. Okay. So Aquarius, you get the 4 of Gabriel. So this is the 4 of Wands. So this is a time for celebrating, a time for abundance. You're gonna have like a lot of rewards and good news for all the hard work that you've done, especially when it comes to relationships. If you're a single Aquarius, you're gonna finally seek or you're going to finally be found, I would say, because you're putting yourself out there more because of the High Priestess energy, more, intuitively as well as intelligence, that you're going to attract possible romantic affiliations. Okay. And it's up to you to choose whether or not you're going to go for it or not. I feel like there is definitely a wanting to explore for you Aquarius that are single, but you don't want to be burdened with the possibility of having to miss out on like, say you choose someone and then you're like, well, maybe they're not it, and someone else is like being, attracted to you. It's like you're like, oh man, now I have like options. So like you guys are not going to want to feel burdened with having to choose just one person. You're going to keep your mind open. You're going to keep your, the lines of communication open. Like that's what I'm feeling for you, Aquarius. It's like, it's going to be kind of like a party. Like, hey, let's get to know each other. It's going to be like a social thing. Like I get to know you today. Tomorrow I'll get to know you, things like that, so that you know exactly who you're attracting as well as who you are attracted to. Okay. So this is something that it's not going to just be, I'm going to like just settle down now. It's more like you're going to want to explore your options, but also keep in mind as to who you are attracting. Okay. So you're manifesting this, Aquarius, because you've been asking for some fun, you've been asking for some social, gathering or some type of stimulation that you definitely are receiving that this week. You're definitely going to be stimulated this week. Okay, Aquarius. If you're an Aquarius who is with someone though, it feels like there's going to be a lot of stimulation from your partner where they're going to have this more like a intuition connection with you. Okay. Like this whole like twin energy, like reading your mind type of thing. And it's going to be more loving and more carefree type of energy with your partner, where you guys are going to start like to explore each other's likes, dislikes, or even like joke around. It's going to be very fun. It's going to be very fun and lighthearted time with your partner. So it's going to feel really, really good to be in a relationship. Okay, Aquarius. So for Libra. You got the 3 of Gabriel. So this is the 3 of Wand, Libra. So this is all about exploration too, in a way of like planning though. Like you're gonna make connections, okay? Like it feels like Libra always has options though. Like Libra, you're just Libra. Libra likes options. Libra is always attracting options. And so what is this any different, right? Libra? Single and taken Libras are seriously always attracting options, okay? And it's just because it's their personality. It's because, you know, they're ruled by Venus, but also it's because, you know, a lot of people are just naturally attracted to them, okay? So because this is the High Priestess energy, though, this is all about planning, okay? So even though you're attracting all these people, Libra, you have to definitely decipher who is, you know, someone who is meant to be with you in the long term. Okay, so Libras always think about long term, not just short term pleasure. It's also about long term. Okay, so it's like they have to definitely mesh with your lifestyle, with your belief system, and things like that. So it's definitely you want someone who's adventurous, who's willing to listen and is open for discussion and debate, also stimulating as well. Okay, and as well as super optimistic and planning for like the future too. Okay, so not too serious, not too immature, but someone who is definitely at your level. Okay, Libra. So that's what single Libras are looking for this week. For Libras who are in a relationship, the same thing. Your partner is going to be more open to considering your point of view, as well as doing things that you want to do that are fun. Possibility that you guys are going to plan a trip pretty soon, as well as planning the next step in your relationship. Maybe looking at if you're like dating, looking at a possibility of moving in together, going somewhere fun, where somewhere that it's going to strengthen the relationship, that's going to project the energy to a more stable, more just like hearing marriage for you Libras, if you're not married. So that's something that's going to definitely happen soon. For you guys who are married, it feels like your partner is more about planning the future in a more like kind of like enthusiastic way with you. Okay, so a lot of things, you're going to have the opportunity to be creative with this future as well. Okay, to put some insight into it as to what you think is best for the relationship, things like that. Okay, so that's what I have for Libra. Aqua Ellie, you've been getting that a lot. For the Aquarius one, I'm guessing. All right, so next one, and this is the final one. This is Gemini. So Gemini, you got the Ace of Ariel, so new beginnings. But because it's an Ace of Pentacles, this is new beginnings in like businesses as well as romantic affiliations. All right. So I feel like this is more into like Geminis who are single. There's gonna be like this pull as well. Like I swear, like all air signs, they pull people in. But this one in particular, it feels like you're gonna feel like it's your lucky day, like you are like the king or queen of the universe, because everyone's giving you some attention, giving you some compliments, sending you some gifts, like things like that. Giving you some money. Taking out to dinner, things like that. So it feels like you're definitely supported, okay, like by these people, the people who want to date you, the people who are attracted to you. They're definitely fans, like number one fans of you, Gemini, and you're definitely seeing that, okay. So for Geminis who are in a relationship, it feels like the same thing. It's like your partner is rooting for you. They're your number one fan. They're always like, hey, what can I do for you? Like, how can I, like make things better for you, things like that. And so it's because you're attracting that. You're attracting the way that you do it is because you do so much for them. They're finally reciprocating that. Okay. So that's a good thing for you, Geminis. And so because you are in in that high priestess energy, you're definitely attracting what it is that you want to manifest into your relationship. Okay. And so there's changes that are happening within your partner that will then ripple into your relationship together in a positive way. Okay. And so that is what I have for you, air signs, and for everyone else. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. For those who did purchase for the Triforce for this week, we're going to do it until next week because we get really busy tonight. So we apologize for that, but we're going to do something very special for you guys who did purchase tonight. We're going to do something special for you guys for next week. Okay. So I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Remember what I talked about earlier for the astrology of the week. This new moon is coming in. We're moving into Cancer on the 20th and the new moon in Cancer on the 21st. Emotional roller coaster is going to happen. Have patience with yourself. Have patience with other people. Do what it is that you need to do when it comes to the new moon's ritual. Tap into your intuition because it's going to be really heightened this time because of Cancer. So I really recommend people to do whatever it is that your heart desires. Okay. Ask the universe for what it is that you're really desiring for your future, what it is that you really want. Okay. So do that on the 21st, however that may look. Use whatever tools you are being gifted, and have a wonderful week. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.